Hello guys, welcome to Education India. This is the second and the last part on the topic mixture and allegations. In the first part we discussed about some of the basic concept of mixtures and we discussed some of the basic problems. In this part we will be discussing some of the other types of the problems based on mixtures and allegations. And firstly I will be clearing how to distinguish A1, A2 with N1 and N2. 2 points you should always keep in your mind to distinguish A1, A2 with N1 and N2. The first one is A1, A2, AW are always the rate units, while N1 and N2 are always the quantity units. That A1, A2 represents the price and N1, N2 represent the quantity of the part. Second point is all the percentage values, they represent average value. I will be dealing with some of these situations where we will be distinguishing between A1, A2 with N1 and N2. In the all coming situations, A1, A2 will be 20 and 30 respectively, and N1 and N2 will be 40 and 60. AW will be coming out to be 26. So let's focus on the first one. There is a man who buys 40 kg of rice at a price of 20 per kg and 60 kg at rupees 30 per kg. Now it's very simple with this. It's very simple for this particular situation where the quantity of the rice is 40 and 60. So they represents N1 and N2, and the price at which the rice has been purchased is rupees 20 per kg and rupees 30 per kg. So this represents A1 and A2. So A1 will be 20 here, A2 will be 30 here. You can check it out here also. A1 should be 20, A2 should be 30, N1 should be 40 and N2 should be 60. So solving for AW, we will be getting AW as rupees 26 per kg. Let's go on for the second situation. Pramod, he mixes two mixture of milk and water. There is a container A which has milk and water in certain proportion. There is a container B which also has a certain different proportion of milk and water. Now Pramod, he mixes some amount from container A and some other amount from container B in a container C. What he does, he mixes 40 liters of the first containing 20% water and 60 liters of the second containing 30% water. That means container A has 20% water volume and he takes out 40 liter from that container A, and the second container which has 30% of water volume by volume, and he takes out 60 liter from that container B. So now we need to first analyze what is A1, A2, N1 and N2. Now let's see. 40 liter is the amount of the water taken out from container A. 60 liter is the amount of water taken out from container B. So they represents N1 and N2. So N1 will be 40 and N2 will be 60. 20% water and 30% water, they represents what is the average of the mixture present on container A. So this represents the A1. That's A1 should be 20 and A2 should be 30. Wherever you should keep this in mind that the quantities wherever it is represented will be the N made by N1 or N2. So first of all, you need to distinguish between the quantity and the average value. Then only you will be able to successfully differentiate between A1, A2 and N1, N2. Let's analyze the third situation. A shopkeeper earns a profit of rupees 20% on 40% of his goods and 30% profit on 60% of the remaining goods. We need to calculate the overall profit. Let's say that the shopkeeper has 100 items to be sold, and the first 40 items he earned a profit of 20%, and for the rest 60 items he earned a profit of 30%. And now as the shopkeeper earns 20% profit on the first 40 items, so this 40 here, it denotes the N1, and this is the average of the profit that he earns on the first 40 items. So this will be denoting your A1. Similarly, this 30% denotes the A2. This is the amount of profit earned on the remaining 60% items. So this 60, it denotes the N2. So A1 is 20, A2 is 30, N1 is 40 and N2 is 60. Using the weightage mean average formula, we will be getting AW as 26. Moving on, we will be discussing the next type of problems. In this type, basically it deals with the removal and replacement by equal amount. What it means that there is a mixture of ingredients A and B. They have been mixed in a certain amount and the total amount of the mixture is M. Now X unit of the mixture is taken out and replaced by an equal amount of any one ingredient. Now let's say that we have a mixture of milk and water, a total of 10 liters, and we replace the mixture and we take out 1 liter from the mixture and replace it with water. Now after repeating such operations for n times, what is the amount of milk left in that mixture after having n such operations? So this is as shown in this formula. Now let the mixture contains A and B. We will be replacing X unit of the mixture by the ingredient B, and after repeating n such operation, the amount of A left out upon the amount of A initially present will be given by this simple formula, and the amount of B left out will be M minus amount of A left out. Let's go through a question here. A 7-liter vessel contains a mixture of milk and water. So it's a 7-liter vessel, that means M should be 7 liter. Milk being 49% of the volume, a few liters of the mixture was taken out and was replaced by an equal amount of water. This process is repeated twice. Now the milk is 9% volume only. We need to calculate the amount of mixture taken out each time. First of all, we will gather out the data. Let the amount of mixture taken out each time will be X liters. Number of such repetition is 2. See, as the ingredient which replaces the mixture was water, so in this formula we will be having equation for milk. You should note it that in the previous theory we were replacing the mixture with the ingredient B, and in the formula we derived the amount of A left out. So B being replaced, we got equation for A. You can definitely get the equation for B also, but you should not confuse with A and B. We are replacing the mixture with water, so in this equation we will be having milk here. Amount of milk left out upon amount of milk initially present as given by this equation. So initially amount of milk present was 49% volume by volume, and now after having two such operation it remained only 9%. Putting the corresponding values, we have assumed X. The total amount of vessel was 7 liters. Two such operations have been performed. Solving for X, we got X is equal to 4. That means in each time the 4 liter of the amount was taken out. This is the end of the second and the last part on the topic mixture and alligations. I hope you guys liked the video. Kindly share, subscribe and comment your doubts. Thank you guys.